Well, hey, good morning, everybody, and Merry Christmas Eve from my house to yours. For those of you being like, man, he's awful chipper this morning. He must have heat. Nope, I don't even have hot water. We are really fucking going through it. But one of the things that I want to point out is that when I was on active duty in the Marine Corps, we learned about bearing. And I know that a lot of people do not have the temperament that I have for the time frame that we live. And how do I know that? Well, I've got a really nice community that I'm building, and that's what this video is about this morning. Again, thank you for all your love and support. I've been here for a little over 2 months, have almost 10,000 followers and 100,000 likes. Now, we're not there yet, but we're going to hit that in the next week or so, okay? And I'm making this piece of content to talk about how good people are and how my side's a much better team to be on, and I'm going to explain. My furnace yesterday morning, last night, or about within the last 48 hours, was not able to keep up. And when I went to observe my furnace, it would light fire, which means heat, and it wouldn't even stay lit for 2 full minutes. And I knew what I did. I let the bag that the filters came in slip into the furnace, and it's rolling around in there. Somebody got to stick their hand in there and get it. I can do it, or it could cost money. Okay? And I just want everyone to know, like, I'm not upset. I'm not unhappy. Why? I'm fulfilled. Yesterday, an HVAC tech from Denver, who I'm still texting with and still communicating with, his name is Shane, has been nothing but helpful. At no cost to me. And then last night, one of my Discord members bought my wife and I a space heater. And I'm going to go pick it up today. And I just want you to know that you could be on my side and things like that will happen to you because you're living your life in a way where good karma can come to you. And just in the last 24 hours, I'm filled up with karma. And I know a lot of people are like, Jared, you ain't got heat and your water heater don't work. Bro, these are my problems, and I am responsible for those. I didn't get on TikTok to bitch. I got on TikTok because I knew I was in a rock and a hard place. Have any of y'all ever been there? Where I spent a bunch of money on Christmas for my nieces and nephews, and my wife doesn't get paid till Friday. Right? And I got no heat. So I was trying to figure out what can I do on my own and fix my issues, right? So I want to make sure everybody out there, there's just like, you know, there are people out there that are like, why can't you just call somebody? They couldn't come out. It's the holidays. That's the whole reason I went onto TikTok and asked people for help, is because I figured there's an HVAC tech that's just like riding around. He's got like an hour and a half between jobs. And he's like, let me help this dude that I've been listening to. And you know what? It actually fucking happened. And that, what I thought was going to happen, happened. Did I see the space heater coming? No. Couldn't have guessed it. But when the money hit my account, and I was like, oh, I have built a community that will take care of me because they see me as their leader. If you've never felt what I've just told you, that you've got a community of people that actually will take care of you, that isn't your family or people that you went to high school with. We've got to start building communities. We've got to learn to rely on each other. And you've got to understand that even if you're in charge, life is still going to happen to you. You have to decide how you are going to react to things. I think anybody in my position, we curled up in a ball on the floor crying because you don't have heat or hot water. You'd be crying. You'd be laying on the floor crying if this was you. Me? I immediately told my wife, like, that's my goal in the next year. New water heater, new furnace, never have this issue again. Get all our issues fixed in our house. And I'm motivated to make it happen. It's the difference between being a good person with a good head on your shoulders, with a good amount of life experience and bearing, so that I'm able to go through this turbulent time without it completely debilitating me. Again, my name is Jared. Every day, twice a day, I am live on a live podcast. I am your host. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. We talk about the news and politics from a left-leaning angle. I'm a socialist. I want everyone to have universal health care, education, income, and housing, and it's because I've experienced those things as a result of being a disabled veteran. And instead of being like Wesley Hunt, whose daddy was a lieutenant colonel and him and his sisters all got to go to fucking West Point for free, and then he has multiple degrees from Ivy League schools that, again, were probably VRNE'd, so like he got those for free. Understand that he's trying to pull the stairs up after him and get on this spaceship that takes us to Earth 2. And I'm trying to tell you there's no Earth 2. That spaceship won't make it out of the galaxy. And Earth is all we have, and we are all we have. So just understand there's a lot of people out there that are super quick to give up on you. And that may be a you thing, but it could also be the company you keep thing. So understand as you move forward in life and as shit happens to you and things are going to happen as a result of those. Either somebody's going to reach out to help you or there won't be help. Understand that it's about your actions, your words, the things you do that determines how people treat you. Okay? So when I'm standing up here, a gift horse, saying like I am the subject of a great deal of empathy in the last couple days, meaning like people have very much been empathetic toward me. And what am I doing? I'm accepting that empathy and I'm turning it around and I'm telling other people I've built a community that takes care of each other, that is getting through this time period with relative ease comparatively to people that are stuck watching mainstream media, people that are stuck watching content creators that are still biting my material and are now being cheeky about it. Instead of just trying to be part of my community, you would try to destroy a relationship before it ever begins. But I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm just going to keep pointing it out. People fucking up our relationship before we're even introduced. Instead of just being nice and be like, hi, I like your content. I'm going to talk about some of the same things that you bring up, and you're the first person to say these things. And I'm going to copy your material because it's really good. And it's fair use, so I don't even have to say anything, but I thought I would do that as a professional courtesy because what you're doing is so valuable. And if you're not capable of doing that, you're going to have a hard time being a part of my community because my community is starting to catch on that what I'm doing is original and authentic. And if you're stealing from me, it's going to hurt you. It isn't going to hurt me. I'm going to continue to put out my original content, and it's going to do very well. Have a good rest of your day.